Hey, this is Greek Bastard with Brutally Delicious, and I'm here to do a review for a band called Aepoch. And the album I'm going to be reviewing, actually I think it might be even an EP, it's 5 songs, is called Hiraeth. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. They're a Canadian progressive death metal band, and did a little research on them. Looks like they got a decent following. And the first song that I listened to was called Atonement, and it pretty much serves as an intro. It's instrumental, and the first thing that struck me is that this album is definitely home produced. You can tell that they did it do it yourself, which is, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but it's super clean. The tones are very clean. I guess I'll go a little critical at this point. The bass is buried in the mix overall until it's time for the bass to show up. So if there's a bass solo part, of course you'll hear it, but other than that, you never hear the bass at all. The drums are very clean as well. It has your typical death metal trigger drums, especially when it comes to like double bass and such things like that are death metal is known for. The guitars are really produced well, especially when it comes to like the solo tones. They're crisp, there's some chorus in there, they sound nice and pretty and evil when they have to be evil. They definitely focus on their shredding capability, the guitars. So let me go ahead and get to the songs. That, like I said, the first song was called Atonement, and that was my first impression on there. When I got to the second song called Amnesia, definitely had a gore guts feel to it. Vocals were kicked in at this point, like your standard death metal vocals, growling. There was some also other vocals that were more higher pitched. It's very atypical death metal vocals. Nothing that's gonna shock you or like, oh, that's so different. Anyways, they're good. They're just what you hear. Again, a lot of shredding you hear. There's a lot of furious riffing going on within the song. Going on to the third song, there is more of a change in tempo song, Overwrought, the name of the song. And some of it sounded like some the band Death's material in their twilight of their career. Again, very technical, very well put together. They spent a lot of time on these songs, you can tell. Even my ears spotted some Devin Townsend's progressions in there. My favorite song overall definitely has to be the fourth one. Right out the gate, it reminds me of Meshuggah, especially on the riffing. It has a Meshuggah feel for sure. Again, I like the song a lot. It gets a little cacophonic near the end, and the album ends on the title track called Hiraeth. I want to say I said that right again. This is definitely the most technical of all the songs. There's a crazy bass line just past the midway point that the guitar joins for insanity, and the album kind of finishes out at the end by fading out. But overall, it's a very good EP, album, whatever they're calling it. It's not very long, but it gets to the point real quick. I'm sure, they're just going to get more technical as long as they keep going. And yeah, your average death metal fan that likes a lot of technicality thrown into it will enjoy this very much.